Hi everyone, welcome back to Keto Questions Live. Can't wait to have my subscribers in, my newcomers. Just excited to do another live with all of you guys. Hoping everybody's got a lot of questions for me. Now we just wait for people to come in. Hope everybody remembered. I am starting to list it in my box when I do open a video. On Thursdays, I open a mukbang for you guys, keto style, and I will write in the, what the title is of it. I will write in there what time I'm coming in. Sorry, I'm a little bit late today. Hi, I got a few people in here. Who's with me? And how am I coming through? Is everything good? Welcome. Hope the lighting's okay. Hi, Stacy. How are you? Awesome. Sounds good. Thank you, Sarah. How are you guys doing? Great to be in to see you guys. Is the lighting okay? Sorry, it's always different wherever I am doing my live. Hello, Melissa. Florida. Must be nice there. Yeah, Minnesota here, it's freezing. Fine at work, so many have to pop in and out. Oh, okay. That's fine, Stacy. I'll be here for an hour with you guys. Hi, newcomers. How's everybody doing? How's the keto going for everybody? And who is new to keto in here? Is there anyone new to keto in here? Not too bad, 68. Yeah, here it's in the low teens here. It's like 11 or 12 degrees here. But that's actually kind of warm for Minnesota. Hello, Jennifer. Great to see you in here, darling. Oh, you can't wait to hear my encouraging words. Thank you. 17 here, 17 degrees. Yeah, so you're getting the cold. Where are you from, Stacy? Sarah, you've known about the keto. Okay, you just haven't actually put it into practice. So are you new to my channel then? And are you just kind of getting a lot of info on keto and how it works and all of that? Hello, Jennifer S. How are you? I'm seeing a lot of new people today. That's wonderful. Glad to have newcomers. On the fourth day, I've been watching your keto stuff. Oh, on your fourth day of watching, and you are so inspirational. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that I can be inspirational. I love to help people, and I love to teach keto correctly because it's 3 forms of keto is for losing, gaining, or maintaining. So there are different ways you're going to eat the fat. You're either going to eat the fat in foods or you're going to use your body fat if you're doing it for weight loss. And that's what I really teach because a lot of people are here for weight loss. That's what they're here for. So I teach how to get it off quick and fast because nobody wants to sit forever trying to get their weight off. That's the reason a lot of people fail. And they say 99% will fail at a diet. One thing I do teach is remember, this is not a diet. This is a way of life. It's going to change your life and you're going to have amazing things that'll happen. And you will definitely lose the weight. If you follow it correctly, you will definitely get all of your weight off and you will be able to get maintenance and up all those calories and everything, and it's amazing. It's changed people's lives. It's changing America. Keto's been around for many, many, many years. It was Bible time many years ago, over 100 years ago. It was done for epilepsy, and they're finding out that it's doing a lot more. It's curing cancers. It's having people, get healthy again, curing them from cholesterol levels, high blood pressure, just everything, sugar levels, all of that. It's really curing and mending a lot of things, and it's a great way to live. And the foods are really great. You're interested in hearing more in the fasting. Okay, yep, I can talk to you more about that. I do intermittent fasting, which is awesome on ketosis. I eat once a day every 24 to 30 hours. I eat one meal. Sometimes it goes a little longer than 24, but I love the way I feel. And then there's, of course, longer fasting, 48, 72s. Those are always really good for your body to do. If you read on it, when your body hits that autophagy stage, it starts mending and curing and really can even help with loose skin because loose skin is old cells, and that's what it does. So fasting is really incredibly amazing for you. You just got to make sure that if you're doing it longer than 24 hours, that you keep your electrolytes up. With no food, you're fine as long as you have body fat. The body will eat itself and you will be fine. Even if you are thin and you're just doing it for a couple days just to hit that autophagy, it is fine. Just make sure that you keep your electrolytes in, which is For every 2 liters that you drink of liquid throughout the day, which should basically be water when you're in a fast, for every 2 liters, you do want to add in a tablespoon of no salt, which is a potassium. It's called no salt, and then actually pink salt, a tablespoon of that for every 2 liters. So, and that's what I've read, and that will keep you good because that is one thing our body does need is electrolytes when you are going longer, like 48, 72, and so on and so on. I mean, there's people that have gone even longer. There's people that I've read and seen too that have been very obese and have lost, a tremendous amount of weight and went, a whole full year without eating at all, used their body fat and lost it really quick and was very extremely healthy. Some of them work with doctors, some of them have done it on their own. So, Jennifer, you subscribed a while back before I started keto. Love your videos. Thank you so much, honey. I'm so glad to hear that. And then, yes, trying to lose 40 pounds. Okay, Melissa, yeah. And how are you doing with that? Are you doing the lower fat like I teach in here and trying to, start off with a certain amount of calories? If you, I don't even remember if I've helped you, if you emailed me. If you do need help, if you want to send me an email, I will look at your status, like what your age is, what your weight is currently, and your height and all of that. And I can actually get you set up if you're stalling or having trouble understanding this. I can have you set up and to really, really lose that weight. I start everybody off, up in the, the thousands or whatever, but each person's going to be different. And I get you started, and then I always teach how you want to lower that when you're hitting a plateau, which a plateau is only about every 6 to 8 weeks with no loss at all. So, hello, PH Natural, how are you? Or PhD, sorry. So yeah, it's just, and that's what I do, like focus on is helping people get into a set of macros, what you're going to eat for the day. But if you need help, Melissa, just send me an email. I link it down in all of my boxes. It won't be in here, but it's in all of my other boxes. I've been doing keto a while, but stalled for a month. Just started moving weight off again yesterday and today. That's great. Stacy, is it from my videos? Are you doing the lower fat version and using your body fat as your energy? Trying to lose 100 pounds fast, divorce motivation. Sarah, that's cute. Yes, you want to lose it fast. Listen to what I'm saying. The lower you get rid of the fats, 50 or less a day, and the lower you go and use your body fat, it's going to come off very fast. My brother Rob lost 150 pounds in under 5 months, and he has been longer keto. He's the one that is one of the experts in it that has taught me how to do it, but he did exercise with his too. If you exercise, it'll go even faster. Good to hear, PH Natural, PhD. What's your first name? PhD, what's your first name? You're not tracking. Yes, tracking is very important when you're trying to lose. You do want to track. There's MyFitnessPal. You can try that app out, or you can write the stuff down. But it is very important to definitely do it because it's so easy to slip out of ketosis because we have to keep that carb at 20 or less and only pretty much like 6 in one sitting. So yeah, it's very easy to slip out of ketosis. Now, if you're doing 1 meal a day, you can eat more carb then, just depending on what your body will allow you. When I was heavier, I could eat more as far as up to the 20 mark. Now, to be able to stay in, I got to eat, 12 to 13 and right around there. I have to be careful in one sitting like that because I can be kicked out since I lost so much weight. But everybody's going to respond differently. Hi, Ryan. Good to have you in here. Tracking does help to see what you put in your mouth. Exactly, because it's so easy. We don't, it's Zelda. Okay, great to meet you, Zelda. But yeah, it's very important to track because it's so easy to go out of ketosis. That's the one thing, like there's many diets out there, but the one we do, you really want to keep the carb at 20 or less. It's important to stay in that state of ketosis because you slip out, you're not in that fat burning mode then, and then you won't lose, it's going to be harder. Most people that are very obese will definitely lose a lot of weight. In the beginning, just changing ways of life, though, no matter what they do, they could just cut out pop and start losing. So people will lose, but you will hit a plateau. And I'm hearing many of people come in and tell me that they're hitting plateaus. That's because it is a fat burning way of life. So do you want to burn the food you're eating? And then when it goes to attack your body fat, you're eating again. We're back to eating again by the time it can get to that mode. So the most important thing is to, use your body fat as that energy to get it off quicker so that when you do ketosis, the only thing it has to do is it just has to eat your own body fat. It doesn't have to burn all that fat off that you're eating. And that's where people get steered wrong on this way of life because there's 3 forms. Every body is going to respond differently. Everybody's going to respond differently to, different sugar substance and different things that, we can eat. So everybody's got to keep an eye on all that, and everybody is going to respond differently. But I do find that doing the way I talk about, everybody is going to lose if you cut the fat and use your body fat. Not one person's going to have a problem with losing weight the way I teach it because I was taught by professionals how to do it. Okay, we got, okay, awesome. I will email you because I did the macro calculator for my husband and I. Okay, wonderful. Yes, just send me an email and we'll go through all of that and I'll get you set up. I'm interested in it for my health. I know how someone who's on it for her health. Yeah, Melissa, and it is a great way. Did I say Melissa? Yeah. Melissa, it is a great way. Oh no, Manford. I'm sorry, Manford Falls. Yes, it's very good for health. I mean, it changes so many things and just a way of life to live, to be healthy for the rest of your life too. If you're not doing it for weight loss, then you are going to eat a little higher fats and stuff like that. That we were taught all our life that fats were bad for us, and it's quite the contrary. It's backwards. Fats are very good for us as long as we keep that carb out. So I started at 340, now 290. Awesome, Sherry. Great to hear. I do need to lose weight, so can it be used for health problems? It can be used for weight loss, health problems, everything. Your body is going to change. When I first started, I had high cholesterol, high triglycerides, high blood pressure, high sugar levels. I was becoming a pre-diabetic. Instantly, within just the first 2 months, I went back in and had blood work done, and it was completely back to normal readings and all of that, even as high as I was in my weight. But I tried different things out as my journey went along, and I tried eating more fat, like people say you're supposed to eat more. My cholesterol levels did go up because I have body fat. So it makes sense that I need to use my body fat first, and then once it's all gone, which now I'm pretty much at goal, I only have a couple pounds to go. But yeah, you want to, remember that your body fat is important, to use that to burn off the weight and stuff, and to really still try to watch the cholesterol levels and all that. I'm having a hard time going low fat and low calorie right away. Would be beneficial to focus on getting into ketosis first. Okay, what I do teach on trying to get into ketosis faster. Definitely you want to eat higher fat in the beginning. That will get you into ketosis a lot faster. So I teach, try not to, really keep that carb really, really low. Eat like basically meats and like cook it in oils and stuff like that. Get yourself into ketosis first. So you're going to eat a lot of fat at first. Don't even worry about the macros. As long as you are keeping your carb really low, just eating basically meats and eggs and stuff like that, you're going to get into ketosis right away. Buy those ketone strips, and within like 2 or 3 days, you'll start to see the color change and it'll get to purple. Once you hit ketosis, then the hunger does go away. So yeah, you need to get in. And I do teach that at the very beginning, don't even count your calories, your macros, anything except for keeping that carb at 20 or less, and in the day, no more than 6 in one sitting. But try just to eat lots and lots of fatty, like steak, and cook it in a little bit of butter, make hamburger, eat the grease that's in it, don't drain the grease, all of that. Just get yourself into ketosis. That's the most important. It will help you with a lot of people get that keto flu and stuff. You won't even get the keto flu or anything if you shouldn't be any problem with that if you keep it the high fat. That's what you want. Keep it up in the high fat areas just till you hit that state of ketosis. Pink Himalayan salt is for everybody, because what it does is it won't retain that type of salt, because it's so good. It's, not done, the process of making salt, that this is the less process they do. So it is the best to use, and you won't retain fluid using it. That's what's great about the pink salt. You can use pink or sea salt. Those are the two we use on this diet, and the pink being the best one. You won't retain any fluid or anything with that. That's why I do tell people about having the pink salt. So it has nothing to do with because I have a heart condition. Everybody should use the pink salt on keto. It's the best form, the best form to put in for your salt. You don't see my email address? It's in all of my boxes. It should be in the last one you were in. It's Angela Santo 121475 at gmail.com. Again, Angela, all lowercase. Angela Santo 121475 at gmail.com. So just go down. You'll see it when you go in one of my boxes. You'll actually see it. If you missed it in one, go to another one. Maybe I forgot to put it in one of them, but usually it's in every one. You are welcome, Sarah. Okay, Stacy. I've seen the keto recipes on Pinterest, and they are true keto meals. Are they true keto meals? Manford, it's a lot of them aren't, because they're adding too many seasonings. Seasonings do have carb, even though they say 0. So, they got a lot of hidden carbs and things. So, yes, some are ketosis, some aren't. You really will learn as you go. All of the ones I make are keto. Every one that I make are keto. So if you look at my mukbangs that I do, my recipes and stuff, you'll see that in my playlist under keto mukbangs. All of mine are, but a lot on Pinterest, yes, are not. I don't know why they call it that. It's low carb, what they're doing, but low carb and keto are completely two different things. They really are, and a lot of people are being steered wrong on that too. Be very, very careful when you do it. If you find something that you really like. And who was it that asked me that? Manford. If you do find something that it looks like the recipe, you know, you can also email me the recipe and all that, and I'll tell you if it's keto. So I can tell you right away by just seeing it. I've had open heart and trying to heal the thyroid. And you know what? Both so great to be doing keto with that. The thyroid will heal with keto. It's just amazing what keto does. It heals everything. And intermittent fasting and fasting. That's where you're going to get the most beneficial with anything is that. And what's cool about keto is it's almost the same thing as fasting because your body gets to eat, but it doesn't know the difference from any other way of life. So it's going to work the same as fasting. And so intermittent where you eat like 2 meals and go 16 hours with no food, 8-hour window where you eat. So you do like 2 meals, or you do what I do every 24 hours. That's intermittent fasting. That's really, really good for you. And you're going to get the most beneficial, the most weight loss, the most health beneficials. You know, just everything that you need is going to be better that way. And keto is just cool. It works as if you are fasting, like not eating at all, where people go into that autophagy stage and all that. No, you won't hit autophagy unless you're fasting, but it will work for that. And that's what's so awesome about keto. It's unlike any other way of life, but it will definitely heal that thyroid and definitely be great for your heart. I have postpartum cardiomyopathy that I developed when my son was born back in 1998, and I was very ill and all that. I mean, I wasn't doing keto then or anything, and yeah, when I went into keto about 16 years later, I have had amazing results with that. The heart's improved a lot. I was on 15 medications. I'm down to 2, very low dose, and they are just a beta blocker and a blood pressure, but it's not for blood pressure. This one also treats the heart and helps the heart regulate. The doctor said it's very low dose, but I really want you to take these still just to make sure it regulates the heart, just in case anything turns around. I believe I really don't even need them, but I will do that small little dose of those just to make sure, because it is my heart doctor telling me to make sure I take those. I do believe in a lot of that conspiracy and stuff that they got to feed the drug industry and all of that. But just to play it safe, you know, it is my heart. I don't want to mess around with that. So I do take the 2 that he tells me. But yeah, I was on 15 meds and I'm off of all of them since starting keto except for that. You are welcome, Melissa. You are welcome, Manford. I have cut sucralose out of my keto foods because Dr. Berry said it's made from table sugar. Yes, sucralose is one that actually can help, I mean, you know, knock people out of ketosis. So a lot of people have to test on those urine strips, like after they eat something with sucralose and then they go to the bathroom. Some people can be, I was able to do sucralose through my whole journey. Now I can't because I've lost all this weight, and so now it will kick me out. But through my whole journey, I was able to do it. So I was still in ketosis all the time. So everybody's just got to test what sugars work for you. Stevia is the best one, though. Stevia is the sugar that you really want to do for ketosis. So yeah, definitely just try things out, see what your body works. Some people will respond to it. Some people will get knocked right out of ketosis for a few hours and then back in. So it's just a testing, you know, everybody's got to test. But yeah, sucralose, I've heard a lot of people do have more issues with that. So just see what works for you. No more Quest protein for me. Oh, you can't do the Quest protein? Quest protein powder has it. Oh, that has it? Okay, the one that I do, I'm surprised that has it in yours because I always thought that it was made with the sucralose. I mean, with the stevia. But yes, that one doesn't do anything for me, doesn't kick me out, but I'm seeing that it does for you. So yeah, you are one that has to watch the sucralose. Some people don't. Some people can do it. They're fine. Like sugar-free ketchup has sucralose in it, and some people can't even do that. I can do that too. So I just have to be careful, though, with the amounts I do now because it will knock me out now that I've lost all the weight and everything. It will kick me out. But everybody, don't go by what somebody said on that. Test your body. Test your body. Buy those strips and try different things that has the sucralose. But it sounds like it sounds like you can't have it because it is affecting your body. So yeah, stay away from that. Maybe aspartame might work for you, but I do recommend that stevia be the best one. But there's some things that are made with aspartame and they're not made with the stevia. So that'll be another one that you can try out. But there's many different, you know, sugars like the maldraxidin. I hope I'm saying it right. That one is in like that Jello in the packs. That will definitely kick everybody out. So it's a sugar you really can't have. So it's just trial and error, you know, with trying sugar-free things that are, you know, made with different NutraSweets and you know, fake sugars. So, but stevia is one of the best ones. So it's better just to make like your own, you know, maybe you can buy protein that is a plain. Have you ever heard that they do make a Quest protein that's plain? It has no flavor. You add the flavoring to it, so you can add, you know, strawberries, and if you want a strawberry pancake, you can add in, you know, like make it into like maybe a biscuit for like sausage and stuff like that, because it's a plain one. Maybe that would be the right one for you, and you could add in stevia to it. Yes, it has stevia and sucralose. Oh, okay, so that's why. Yep. So and that's fine. You're learning what your body can handle and what your body can't. So yeah, that's important. I always like to try to go over like just a little bit of a topic with you guys. So I'll go over a little topic here and then we'll go back to answering questions. I was supposed to have a special guest in today. I'm not sure if my brother will make it in. My brother Rob was going to sit in with me. He's a professional in the ketogenic and has taught me along with the other two doctors that I see at a clinic. But yeah, he was going to step in today and just kind of go over some things, but I'll just go over with you guys. You know, we talk about, you hear different sites. Now, everybody, and I do agree, everybody's going to respond to everything differently. But that being said, everybody also will lose all of the weight if they properly do the keto right for weight loss is cutting out the fats. And I teach that a lot, using your body fat as your energy. If you see somebody eating a lot of calories, the only reason they are is they may not have been in ketosis. They may have, you know, all of a sudden going into eating higher fats and all of that, got into it. They are losing because, like I said, they changed their way of life, but they're never going to completely lose all of their weight. They will hit a plateau, and that's it. They do have to decrease calories and fat for sure if you're using it for, you know, for losing. It's like, you know, like my brother was using an example yesterday of like two bikes. I've done a car analogy on it, but I'll just say two bikes. One bike is, you know, it's got the reserve gas, and then you have another bike here, a motorcycle. We'll go with the motorcycle. The other motorcycle does not have the reserved, and it's ran out of gas. And you've got one here that has got the reserve gas. Now, if you keep putting in gas into this one and never use the reserve, which is going to be a person overweight, obese, trying to lose weight, if you continue to put in gas and never use the reserve, which your reserve is going to be the fat on your body, all it's ever going to do is use the gas that's there, and then you're going to keep putting it in correctly. So there's where you start to understand that you're going to eat the fat. That's all the body's going to burn then is the fat. And then you go back to eating and you're never using that reserve gas. Then you got somebody over here, I mean, a bike over here that has no gas at all, no reserve gas or anything. And, you know, they need it then. They need the fat because they have nothing to run on because we don't eat carbs. So we don't have an energy unless we're eating fats or using our body fat. Those are the two ways of having energy. And that's what I teach. And what I've been taught by professionals, I also do a lot of studying. I do recommend everybody studies the keto, learns it because every body is going to be different as far as how they're going to eat and how they're going to do their protein and all that. But that being said, and it's always half your body weight in protein. But that being said, if you lower the fat, you cannot fail. And I have helped not just a few, not just hundreds. I've helped thousand lose weight, and every one of them lost weight. A lot of them are almost to their goal. A lot of people are just losing in the first stages, and there are people that have lost all of it and are in maintenance mode now, eating more fats. So that is a guarantee. I can tell you, you're going to lose it all if you listen to what I'm saying about the high fat part, that you want to use your body as your high fat. That's where your chicken and steak and burgers and everything is. It's right there in your high fat. So that's going to be your energy. So this bike here that's got the reserve and is never using the reserve, how is it ever, you know, it's just going to keep filling up with gas. It's never going to use that reserve. You know, it wants to use the reserve, which is your fat. Then you've got a bike that doesn't have, you know, any gas in it at all. They have to fill up with gas. They don't have a reserve back here. They don't have a fat source. So if that makes sense, and that's what I'm trying to teach, you know, because some people will say, well, you know, you hear people come in and say, but I've watched other channels and I hear that you're supposed to eat a lot of fat on this. You are if you have no body fat. If you have body fat, you need to use your body fat as its energy source. Both ways are high fat. Think about it. And it makes sense. A child would even understand that. That if you have fat, that is your energy that you're going to use to burn. Because if you know, are sticking in all of this fat, you know, this being a fat burning diet, ketosis is a big word for fat burning mode. It's going to just burn the fat you're putting in. It's just going to keep burning the fat. So yeah, you'll lose a few pounds here and there. If you're very obese, 300 pounds more, you're going to lose 100 pounds. It's going to take a while, but you're going to lose 100 pounds. But then you're going to stall. You may lose a pound here, a pound there, because you're maybe going in and out of ketosis, having problems with that water. All that water takes in consideration too. But never will you get to a realistic goal weight. And that's what we want to do. I mean, we are losing weight to get healthy, right? We're not losing weight to hit, you know, 180, 190, 200 pounds. I mean, that's still not healthy for you. So we're trying to get to a healthy weight. So the most important thing is to remember what ketosis really is. And you can study that and look it up. You really can. That your body fat is also your energy and your high fat if you have it. So that's why I teach people to really lower out, eat low lean meats. You're going to do low fat, low carb together. That's what you're going to do, and very low carb, 20 or less. No matter what, you're always going to be at 20, whether you're eating a lot of fat or you're not. But that being said, you need to use your body fat as your high fat. So it's still considered a high fat, low carb diet, even though you're eating low fat, low carb. Okay? If you can understand that, it's very important to understand that and to know that that is the way you're going to get to a realistic weight. We're going to have more people succeed. They're not going to want to gain the weight back. You get to go up in calories once you're at maintenance. You will slowly increase. Now, I don't start anybody off like I do at 500 calories, but you could do that. It would not hurt you if you had body fat. It would never hurt anybody if you ate 500 calories for one meal every single day, every 24 hours. It's not going to hurt you. I have many people doing that are obese and losing weight extremely fast. Okay. But I don't teach you to do that. You can, everybody's going to be a deficit. If you need help with that, you can contact me in my email and I'll help each and every one of you to set up a macro for you. But that being said, it's not going to hurt you to eat 1 meal a day, 500 calories, even if you are heavy, because like I teach, ketosis is a way that is going to feed you everything it needs. It's not like other diets. And a lot of people want to claim that it is identical to all diets. It's not. Any other diet, you couldn't do this. And I teach that. You could not do that on any way of life. You couldn't. But the ketosis you can, because it is a thing that is working to take the fat that's on your body and use it as your energy and give you what it needs. So if you eat 500, if it needs any more, it's going to fill up for you. It's going to eat all the fat on your body and you're going to lose it really fast and get it off. I had people ask, is it going to ruin your metabolism? I am 43 years old and I have no problem with my metabolism. It doesn't. It actually helps your metabolism. This diet, this way of life helps with your metabolism. It doesn't. I'm 43 and I have no problem. I went into maintenance for a year. I was eating between 15 and 2,000 calories a day and I wasn't gaining any weight. That's what's awesome. So no, it didn't ruin it. I slowly did increase. It took a few weeks and then finally I was at that level. I knew what I could eat without weight gain and it was amazing, just absolutely amazing. So no, it does not ruin your metabolism. It does not ruin, you cannot starve. Like I've said before, it will not put you in starvation mode. You can't starve if you have fat. Even if you only have 2 pounds of body fat, you can't starve. As long as you have body fat, and everybody's always going to have, even me in the 120s when I hit that, I'm still going to have body fat. Realistically, if I got to an actual weight for me, it would probably be about 110 pounds. I don't need to be there. I like my weight the way it is. I'm 43 years old. I don't need to get super skinny, but I will be in a realistic BMI. I'm at 23 right now. I'll be around 22 to 23. That's what I will be, and that's a good BMI for me. I can be between 18 and 24 or 23. So I'll be in a great BMI for me, which is realistic, But as far as getting as skinny as that, I will always have body fat, so I will not have to worry about that even right now, eating as low as I am, because I'm going to get fed what I need. So just remember that, guys, if you want true weight loss and you want to get it off, and that's the most important thing, and the thing that people are working towards is getting healthy, getting it all off. If you guys want to be successful and you want to get it off, the proof is right here. Look at the photos that I have in my video when I first start my video. That's just a few people I've helped that I've done. I'd love to put everybody in there for you guys, but it would be an hour-long intro, and I don't think people want to watch that. But one day I will just put up a video showing the people that have lost weight that I've helped and how they did it so fast. I'll put the dates up in there and everything for you, and they're all extremely healthy. So I wouldn't teach this if I wasn't being taught by professionals. But that being said, just remember that the best way to do it if you want the weight loss, and it's most important to get the weight off as quick as possible, and if you know that you can do it without having metabolism problems, starvation problems, you will not have problems with anorexia or nothing if you're doing what I'm saying, because your body is eating itself. It's giving you what it needs. It makes sense. Like I said, a child would understand that if you have fat, why do you need to consume a bunch of fat? You don't need to. For many years, they said that, we had to eat low fat. Well, America became obese. That wasn't what it was. It was the carbs that were killing us. Fat's really good for you, whether it be food or your body fat. It's very good for you. That's what our body needs. So just remember that. And if you want to be successful and get it all off, this is the way to do it. That's what I teach. You're welcome to check out other channels and get your own opinion and see how your body works and all of that. I'm going to tell you to read and study yourself. It's very important to do that. But I've helped many people. I've been very successful, and you want to get it off quick. Again, 99% will fail because it's taking so long that they just give up, And we don't want to do that. We want to change America one person at a time, and get America great again and stop this obesity and people dying so young. My dad died at 48. I lost him on the 14th of January. It was 17 years that I lost my dad. He was very young. I was in my 20s when I lost him. So, we want to change America and get America great and get all of this weight off so that people can be happy, healthy, and live these wonderful lives, And if it's taking years and years to get it off, people get discouraged. I'm definitely me. We are people of, not a lot of us have patience. We don't want to wait 2, 3, 5 years. And that being said, unless you eliminate, calories and fat, you'll never get it all off. But we all, are kind of impatient people, and we want to get it off right now, especially weight. We want to see results. I did it in 13 months. I lost 150 pounds. So it is possible, and everybody I'm helping, the same thing. They are all losing extremely fast, and all you have to do is check out some of the comments down in the box and all of that, and just see, the people that I have helped. And if you people that I have helped, if you could write comments in my box to let people know how far you've come and how great you feel, that you are not starving yourself and that you feel great. But again, I don't teach people to eat that low. I'll put everybody at a deficit of, in the thousands. Everybody will be in the thousands. Somebody that's working out might be even a little higher than that. Like a man working out in the gym and stuff will be a little higher. But I do also say to lower the fat. That's the most important thing I do. I said, get your calories from lower fat, lean meats. That's what I tell you to do. So I'm not telling you to lower the calorie down to 500. I did because I had 10, or what it was, a total, it was like 12 pounds to lose. When you get down there, you got to. I went from 12 starting there, then I went down to 1,000, then I went down to 9, then 8, then 7, then 6, and just kept going till I could get it off. You have to. It makes sense. The last year weight, you got to do that. But I'm still healthy. I feel great. I feel amazing, and I'm getting all of the the weight off. It's coming off quick, and because I didn't want to wait. That, like, if I would have done it a different way and I would have kept the fats in there and didn't lower the calories and all that, yeah, it would have taken me 6 months to a year to get off 12 pounds. But to get off the way I did it, I've done it since I started in November 25th to December 25th. I did that challenge. I did lose really, really, I did lose, some of that 12 pounds. I still have about 2 or 3 to go. But that being said, I lost train of thought because my nephew just walked in the door and yelled my name. But that being said, I did have some days where I did do lazy keto, which is called dirty keto. I did have, if I'm hungry one day, I'm going to eat. I'm not going to, I'm not going to wait that full day. If I do feel hungry or I want it, during the menstrual cycle and all that, sometimes women get a little hungrier and stuff like that. So I don't deprive myself. If I need it, I will. But I am basically keeping that fat low and I'm getting it all off. It's coming off quick. And 12 pounds is really hard to lose, especially the last 5 pounds, and I'm still doing it. So that being said, like, I just teach that, just, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying decrease calories. Just make sure you cut out the fat because you're going to have a faster weight loss, and we're going to get to that goal and be happy and get to maintenance mode where you get to eat a lot more fat. So that being said, if anybody has any questions, I will read. I had a few come in. All of America needs to watch you, right? Watch you. LOL, write a book. Manfred, I do plan to write a book. I do. I would like to write a cookbook and a book on my journey, how far I've come and what I've learned and how many people I have taught. So I thank you for that. And I'm just so glad I can help you guys. And I want nothing out of life more than knowing that I'm helping all of you guys get healthy too and feel as great and as amazing as I do every day. Here I lived, 22 years old, was told I had the heart of an 83-year-old. I was very unhealthy, very overweight. I carried weight for a long time. Got very ill when I had my baby. The birth, I caught a virus or something happened while I was pregnant, and I was very unhealthy at 22 years old. Right now, I feel better than ever at 43. I feel like I'm 16 years old. I just feel amazing. And I want all of you to feel the way I feel. And that's why, yes, I would love to write a book about my journey and where I used to be and where I am now and what I've learned and just how amazing it is. I've done many diets. I failed at all of them. This one is changing America, and especially if it's done right and you get it off fast, it just feels amazing. I'm on a similar diet. It's the keto, but different. It's called, I have never heard of that one. I needed to cut the added fat. Yep. That's what you do need to do. The added fat you do need to cut out. Now, you're not going to cut all fats out and go zero unless you were fasting. Obviously you're not eating anything. You don't got to cut it all out, but I do tell people around 50 to, like women are going to be 50, right around there. Men are going to be 70 to 80. I'm using their body fat, and it doesn't matter. Like, the lower you go, the better. You're just going to lose it faster. So that's like the important thing, is just remembering that this form, you can't say that, the food is what's giving you the energy. It's not. Also, your body fat will give you the same energy. And in fact, it'll give you more because it doesn't have to work so hard to burn off. I'm doing live, sweetie. It doesn't have to work to burn the, my nephew knocked on the door, to burn off all the food. Like, it has to burn the food. So once it burns the food and it wants to attack your body fat, now we're going back to eating again. So but it's still going to give you the energy from that. But if you want extreme energy, let the body burn its own fat and watch the energy you have. I think if you haven't watched my good friend Monica's channel, it's Team Dave and Mon. If you watch her channel, her name is Monica, you'll see the energy this woman has. The energy I have, we just have so much energy and we're so full of life, because it really is attacking and, eating its own fat. So it's giving you more energy. Again, you could not do this on any other way of life. Only the keto. The keto is the only way you can do what I'm saying and be safe. As long as you have body fat, you can't starve yourself. I'm sympathetic. I'm 36 and I have had a stroke and had a pacemaker. I have to get my blood pressure down and it's very hard to control. Did you have issues with your blood pressure? I used to have, Sarah, very high blood pressure, but when I started the keto, no. And I even have a heart condition and my blood pressure is perfect now. I have perfect blood readings. I mean, my blood pressure was not extremely high, but it was definitely high. It was over, I think I was like around 145 to 150 over, 92 to 100. So yeah, I was still high. And now I run, you want to hear this? I run, and this was right away, even in the beginning when I had the weight on me, 100 to maybe 110 over 50 to 60. That's what I run now. I have perfect blood readings. So yes, it will definitely help you. I know that people think, but this is a saltier way of eating, a saltier diet. This is a diuretic diet, so it's going to get the fluid off of you. You always are, because we're not eating carbs. Your body is always getting rid of the fluid. So, and I do recommend that you use pink salt or sea salt, because those are the better salts that won't retain fluid on you. But even foods, you will not hold it. Your body's going to release it all the time, and that's what's so great about the keto, and that's what helps. It's the salt intake and the carbs that's making blood pressure so high. This diet's different. I mean, in fact, some days you might even be a little fatigued and weak because your electrolyte has dropped from how much you have went to the bathroom. So you're going to add even more salt in. You actually are going to take a tablespoon of pink salt, put it in water, and drink it. That's what you're going to do, and just a little bit of water and drink it down. I mean, we need the salt on this diet because it's a diuretic diet. So very good for people with blood pressure problems. Yes, everybody that I have helped, all had high blood pressure, and all of them now have a normal blood reading, normal cholesterol readings, normal triglycerides. They are, if they were diabetic, like pre-diabetic, it's gone, just like mine. If they were type 2 diabetes, gone. Type 1 now is the only one that people need to be careful with, and I know that I've heard that before, is because type 1, you're born with that, so you do have to be careful because our blood sugars do drop pretty low when you're not eating sugar at all. So that is one that I do tell people to be careful, check with the doctor, because the doctor's probably going to take you off of insulins or anything that you're taking, slowly wean those things off, because you don't want your levels to drop. But type 2, you're going to heal. I've had so many people that healed. Pre-diabetic, I was, and many, not just like I said, in the teens or the hundreds. I've helped thousands and thousands have got healthy, and their blood pressure is normal, their cholesterol is normal, their blood sugar levels are normal, everybody, and they all got the weight off so quick, or are getting it off and almost there. And it's just amazing how everybody's living. They feel great. Everybody looks younger. It works on the skin. You'll look amazing and younger. That's what I love about it. It's not just, what it does for you, beneficial for losing the weight, but it's going to cure and mend anything. It's going to make your skin younger and more beautiful. It helps even with loose skin. People talk about it. Yes, I did get some loose skin, but it helps with that, especially intermittent fasting, because it's eating those cells, and that's what keto is so good about. It's unlike any other. So people will say, well, you're losing it so fast, we have loose skin. Sure, you're going to have some. I've lost weight twice in my life, and I had a lot of loose skin. When I did keto, I didn't. It was just amazing, and a lot of people are saying that. Yes, I do have some, but not like I did when I did any other ways of life. It's amazing, and I can tell now that the skin is catching up now, doing intermittent fasting, all that, it's catching up with the weight loss too, and it's getting even better, so it's pretty exciting. But I always say, don't worry about the loose skin anyways, because loose skin isn't going to kill you. Obesity will. So deal with the loose skin if you have some, because we can always do fasting to get rid of it, work out to tighten things up. You can even have it removed if you have the money. But can you give your life back from obesity? No. So don't worry about the skin. It's not about that, it's not about that. People are going to understand if you lost a lot of weight, you're going to have some loose skin. But remember, your health means more than loose skin, right? I mean, if I weigh this out, loose skin or death, yeah, I think the loose skin's going to be way up here. I don't care. I want to live. So I'm not going to worry about the loose skin. And like I said, I barely got any. And it's just amazing on your skin. I get people that tell me all the time that, you look so much younger. I compare pictures from 10 years ago to now. I've been doing keto for 4 years. I compare pictures and I look younger than 10 years ago. So it's just amazing what it does to your skin, and just makes you feel young and vibrant, and you just have so much energy. And that's why I love helping people and telling them about it. But I do like to teach it the proper way, that there are 3 forms. Now, everybody's going to be different, how they take in protein and how they take in fat and all that. But protein in the carb. Like, we only eat 20, but some people have to eat even less. And like the protein levels, some people can't eat as much. I do say half your body weight, but some people can go even lower than that. But the fat, yes, if you're trying to lose weight, that's the one thing that you're not going to get it all off if you don't cut those down and use your body fat as your energy. That I can guarantee. I'd rather have loose skin than this plumped out skin. Yes. So see, I don't even care. I look in the mirror and I always say to myself, like when I would first started experiencing the loose skin, I said, I don't care, because look at how great and how good I feel, and I'm going to live longer for my child. I'm going to be here longer. So I didn't care. Who cares? People are going to know if you lost that much weight. You're already a success story. Nobody's going to think anything of the loose skin. I've had people come in and tell me about the loose skin. Will they have it? These are people that haven't lost yet. But once they feel where I am, they're not going to care. And I do teach that. Do you want obesity and death, or do you want some loose skin? And I do teach that keto is one of the most amazing ways to eliminate a lot of it. And it will catch up with the loss too. Elasticity will come back in it. You guys will get that back. And fasting, intermittent fasting, all of that will heal and mend. That's what they are, as old cells. So you know what? work on getting the weight off first and getting healthy, and then we'll worry about the loose skin after, because that can be cured. That can be taken care of. And even if you have a little bit throughout your life, I would rather have that loose skin, because first off, when I look in the mirror and I see it, reminds me of where I was. My stretch marks from having babies and I mean, having my child, but I got so many more when I gained weight. Reminds me where I was. The loose skin reminds me how big I was. And that's why I have the loose skin. Not a lot, but I have it and it reminds me. So it's like, I don't even mind that it's there. So, because I'm going to live a long life. I mean, if we go by just living, because of how healthy you are, God is the one ultimately in charge of your life and when you're going to die. But if I was going to die, it would have been being obese. I would have taken my life a lot quicker. So did anybody have any questions or are new to keto or just, want to go over a few things that they've been experiencing through their journey? Do you have any questions for me? I'm about 40 minutes in. I do stay on for an hour, so I got about 20 minutes left. So that, if anybody needs help and, is stalling in weight loss or anything and you have some questions, I will be glad to answer them. I am 57, just losing 50 pounds. Has gone from a size 26 to 28 to 18, 20. Absolutely amazing. Look at, here's somebody 57 years old. Now, girl, you are still young. 57 is not old at all. But look at, she's proving even a 57-year-old can lose weight and get it off and feel amazing. People can do that even at that age, because people say that. I've been getting commercials coming in, and I think I had somebody emailed me today and ask about this, or asked me a question in my video, that they keep seeing this video saying if you are 40 and doing the keto, you're gonna have problems with metabolism and what was the other thing? I can't remember, but no, that is untrue. That is untrue. These are commercials because doctors are getting really, really scared because we are getting healthy. If doctors don't have us coming in there because we're getting so healthy, it's been 4 years for me since I've had to be seen. I used to go to doctors 2-3 times a year, deathly sick. Doctors will be out of business. Also, the drug industry will be out of business. So these commercials that you see and stuff like that, actually look up the ketogenic and ask how many people died on it. Ask how many people had trouble with it. You're going to find zero. And it's been around for thousands of years. So it's just that we're getting healthy and a doctor is going to be out of business. He's not going to have a job anymore if everybody does this and gets healthy. So that being said, when you see these commercials, I'm sure it's a doctor or somebody that paid somebody off to write that. No. I'm 43, I'm fine. I've got people that are 75 doing this diet and actually losing weight and their metabolism has spiked from eating this way. So no, it's not going to ruin your metabolism. Not one bit. It actually is, like I would say, quite the contrary. It's going to be the opposite for you. Where are your favorite places to eat out low fat and what do you get? Okay, when I go out, it's really hard to find lower fat stuff when you go out. I'm usually getting like a burger or something. Obviously, that wouldn't be low fat. If you want to do low fat, though, you can do chicken. Do chicken sandwiches like from McDonald's or wherever you go. You can do a chicken, but the grilled chicken, and you can ask for an extra patty on the side. Don't get the mayonnaise. Bring your own if you could. Bring your own light mayo if you want that on there, or put some mustard on it. That would be very low in fat, like that. Or like when you go to a restaurant and you get like an omelet, tell them to do it with egg whites. That's really, that's another way of keeping it low, and then you can add the meats in, but tell them to do things like, that would be lower. Obviously, bacon's really high, sausage is really high. Ham would be a little lower. You could put ham in it. You could do turkey bacon if they have it. Some restaurants do have the turkey bacon. Stuff like that. But as far as, going out to eat and trying to keep it low fat, that's a little bit harder to do. So if you are going to go out to eat, the best I could say is just like egg whites or chicken like that, and do a veggie on the side. Don't put any extra butter on it, and stuff like that to keep it low. But yeah, usually when I go out, I'm not doing anything low fat because obviously it's very hard to get things low fat when you're out, just because basically, it's all so high in fats the way they make it and stuff, other than chicken or egg whites, That would be the easiest. But yeah, going out, you're not going to really be able to find too many things low fat unless you'll just stick with eggs and chicken, And people will do that for you. Tell them to cook it in water, they'll do anything you tell them to do. So, do you do any cheat days? I know that you do keto snacks, but I mean actual cheat days. Maddie, I have, let me see if I read the one before that. Okay, that was for you, Sarah, the last one. Maddie, I didn't have any cheats until I was at my goal weight. The goal weight I originally was going to stick with, which was 139 pounds. I had my first cheat day. I only cheated, and my big thing for this is I only cheat. I go keto all day. I have a cheat dinner. This was a Thanksgiving for my mom, so we had already went 2 Thanksgivings without doing it. So I did have a cheat day that day for Thanksgiving. I did have to take it really slow because you can get nauseous and stuff like that. So I did take it really, really slow. But that's the first cheat I did have, and then I went right back for almost 9 months to almost a year again before I had another one. I've been ketogenic for almost 4 years, and I've had 7 cheat days in 4 years. And they're very minute and little for me. I will only do it for one meal, a treat, maybe 2 treats of salty sweet, and then as soon as midnight happens, I'm back to going back to keto. I won't eat anything after midnight at night, and then I go back, and the next day I'm right back to keto. I do recommend if you're going to have a cheat day, try to get to at least a goal weight or almost to a goal weight so that you're strong, and you'll know if you have a cheat day, you're strong enough to get back to it, because it's very, messing with the mind type of way of life, because we don't eat sugars and grains, so it really messes with the mind. But yeah, I've only had seven cheat days in 4 years, so my family is the same way. We all, like my good friend Monica, she hasn't even had a cheat yet, and she's 16 months in. She's trying to get to a goal weight before she does it. And she's planning one on her birthday, I think, at the end of this month. So, but yeah, I don't recommend cheats. I feel like I cheat every day. Do a dirty keto if you want to, keeping that carbs still at 20, but you can eat more fat that day if you want to. Definitely do like dirty keto. If you have to have a cheat day, do it, but be strong. But yeah, I've only had 7 in 4 years, and I don't even want a cheat day. Every one I did was for somebody, for my mom for Thanksgiving, for my son for his birthday, for my husband for Valentine's Day. They beg me to do it for them. I don't want to. I feel like I cheat every day. I eat so amazing. I love keto. I don't even think keto, like I said, it isn't even a diet. It's a way of life, and I love it. I love it so much I don't need to cheat. So now I've told everybody I will not have a cheat unless I want one now. Okay, this is going to be about me, and I'm going to make it about me, and I haven't wanted one. So I did cheat for Thanksgiving because, again, I did it for my mom this last Thanksgiving. I did for her, but that was the last one, and I haven't had any since, and it'll be a long time before I do again. I feel like I said, I cheat every day. You're welcome, Sarah. So anybody else have some questions for me? Except for my bib question there. Have I come through on here good? Can you guys hear me good? And have I had any lagging going on? So I didn't plan out any motivational speech for the end. I always say something at the end, and I didn't plan one out, so we're just going to go with the flow on this one at the end. Hopefully I can give you guys some great incentive and, help you guys be, be inspirational for you guys. Thanks. What did you eat on your cheat meal? Oh, the cheat meal, my first cheat meal was Thanksgiving. I had turkey. Of course, you can have turkey, but I had my mom's stuffing. I love stuffing. I had stuffing. I had some of the desserts. My mom had zucchini bread and a banana bread. I did have a little couple bites of pumpkin pie, some chips, basically things I can't normally eat, so I had that. Some of the other things I've had is going out, and I love Chinese food. It's one of my favorites, so I had a cheat meal with that Chinese, go to a buffet, and basically you can't do a lot, Chinese at all. It's like really hard unless you just eat plain old chicken. It's really hard because of all the seasonings and stuff they have in it. It would knock you out. I've made some meals in my playlist. I've made some meals that are definitely Chinese. I've done great meals in there that can be considered Chinese, and I love it. But Chinese would be one for me. Yeah, I love Chinese food. I will my whole life. I love it. So Chinese food, onion rings. I love onion rings. I actually have made onion rings though, keto style. It's in my playlist again. It might be under, it would be under my mukbangs or whatever. I made onion rings. That's one of my favorites. So onion rings, pizza. Pizza's my husband's Italian, and he loves pizza. So pizza, that's another one I've done, where we can make all kinds of pizzas. And I've showed you guys pizzas. Now they have the Quest pizza, but of course, when you're doing a cheat, you're not going to worry about any of that. You're just going to eat. So pizza. But my biggest one, I think I would say, would be Chinese food is my favorite. So, although I like keto way better. Okay, no, not for me, and I'm on my phone at work. I'm sorry, Sarah, what's not for you? Are you saying cheating? Thank you, Stacy. You are very welcome. Very, very welcome. Oh, no leg. Okay, sorry. Forgot I asked that question. Yes, great. I'm so glad. I'm finding different spots that are better for that. I'm not getting any leggings. Sometimes I do. But anyways, yeah, I just, like I said, I didn't have no inspirational speech for you guys, so hopefully I can end with something great for you guys. I always think of something, and just always want to help you guys. Like, my biggest goal in life now, and I believe that this was my calling from God. I am a Christian. I have believed in God all of my life. And I do believe that, God does have a perfect plan for everybody, and He's got a plan for you and me. And I believe that God, this was my calling from God. After I lost the weight, I've always been a sweethearted person, like almost too nice. That's just me. But I've always been that way. I've never changed. Even since I lost weight, I'm not any different. In fact, I think my heart's even bigger since I lost weight. I didn't change who I was. I will always remember that person I was. I will never forget that. In fact, sometimes I forget when I go to try on clothes, I go right to the plus size. I forget, that I am. I don't think that I'm anything great, that I've changed, that I'm like hot and gorgeous and my shit don't stink. Let's just say that. I know where I came from. I'm not anybody better because I lost weight. I'm just healthier so I can live a longer life for my family. Remember that as you're losing weight, don't change who you are. Remember where you came from. Remember to, because you want to help other people too. Don't get that big head. Remember where you were, because it's very sad where we were. I was in a very dark, sad place in my life. I developed anxiety, panic, had so many health issues, lost my dad at a young age. I had many things in my life that happened. I was very abused by a few men that I had dated. I was beat by a guy I was with. I had a very hard life. I had one child. His dad was never involved in my life. Although I was engaged to get married to him and everything, but he walked away when I became pregnant, never helped with my child. I did it all on my own. His father passed away last year, so my son never got to know him. My son is 20 years old right now. I did all that on my own. And then after all of this, I find out I can't have any more children. I only have the one. That's okay, though. I'm thankful I have the one. Some people can't have any. I'm thankful I have the one son. But yeah, it's been a tough life for me. I've had a lot of challenges in my life, but nothing ever gets me down. I don't know why. Like, I fight through it. Being told I had the heart of an 83-year-old at 22, and that I cannot bear any more children, and I basically can't even take care of this one right now because my heart's so bad. I wasn't going to lay down and die. I fought and said no, and I never gave up. Never was mad at God. May have questioned God a little bit, but I was never mad at God, and I fought and fought in life. And I kept asking God, what is my calling? I want to help people. I want to do this. And when this happened, you guys just don't even understand the joy I get out of helping all of you, knowing that little old me has helped thousands of people get healthy, and live a great life and love their life again, because it's not easy, when you're overweight. I mean, even getting around people, I was even embarrassed to go sit down. If I had to get around somebody, I would even be embarrassed to say, excuse me, because obviously they'd have to move way out of the way for me, because I was a big woman, very, very big. I was almost 300 pounds at 5'2". So, it was embarrassing. I was afraid to sit on chairs. I couldn't fit in a booth. Like, all of those things, you start to, it hits your mind. You start to think of that, where you were and how I couldn't even ask somebody to, step out of the way for me because I was embarrassed that, I couldn't get through them. Sorry, guys. I hope I don't get emotional here, but I was in a very dark place. And I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Saying, excuse me, get around, or to sit on a chair and you're holding your body weight up because you're scared you're going to break the chair. Very sad, very hard place to be in, So I'll never forget where I was. And that's why it's my goal to help all of you. And yeah, I'd love to write a book. I, still conquer and go through things in my life that I'm trying to conquer and get through. But I get so much joy helping you guys, knowing that, you could have been in the place that I was in. You could have felt what I was feeling. I had so much slap me in the face. I was 22, can't have another kid. I have the heart of an 83-year-old. I will face a heart transplant. Never did, but that's what I was told. His dad walked away. I lost my father young. I had men hurt and abuse me, and like physically abuse me, mentally abuse me. I didn't love myself. I definitely didn't love myself. I was never in a place where I loved myself. And I wouldn't say, because to me, I'm not conceited. It's not that I love myself, but I do. I'm learning to love myself and the person I am. I'm learning to do that because I was degraded for many, many years. And then the fact that I was so obese because I turned to food for my comfort. And that's what I did. And I was even embarrassed to go anywhere. It was hard. I want to help all of you feel amazing like I do. So that's my biggest goal, and that's what makes me happy. When I know that I've helped somebody and somebody emails me and says, because of you, you saved my life, I'm so much better. You don't know what that does to me. It feels so good. So I know that God is using me, and, and working with me and helping me to help other people, I will never come in and tell you guys a lie. I can back everything up by science for you guys. I don't just talk, like some people do, like out of their ass. I know a lot of people have done a lot of studying and stuff too, but not only have I studied, but I've been taught by, trained professionals that work in clinics, not people that are just on YouTube, by trained professionals. And so that's why I tell you guys and teach you guys stuff, because I've learned by professionals. I won't just give you false information. I'd never do that. And I always tell you guys, I am not a doctor. I am not a nutritionist, but I do know my keto, and I was taught by professionals. And that's why I've had such success. And that's why people that are doing it the way I'm telling them are having such success too. Nobody's starving. Nobody's having problems with that. Nobody's having metabolized problems. They are getting their weight off and are happy and getting to legitimate goal weights, and that's what I want to do. That's my goal in life. So what I would say to you guys, if, for my inspirational ending, is remember where you were. Never forget about that. Never lose who you were. Don't think because you lost all this weight now that you are better than anybody else. Okay? Remember who you are. Remember where you came from. Because that in itself could change you to go back to where you were. Don't get that big head. Feel good that you lost the weight, that you're healthy, and you can get out and do more, and you're going to live longer. But don't feel like, I'm hot now, I'm a size 2, because I am a size 2. A size 2 from a 20, almost a 26, a size 2. But I'm not going to go around saying, look at everybody, I'm a size 2, and my shit don't stink, and I'm better than all of you. I'm 43 years old, and I'm skinnier than most women my age. No, I would never do that. Never lose who you are. That's what what I would say if I had to tell you guys an inspirational ending is, don't lose who you are. Stay focused. Stay focused. Don't let the devil talk your ear off. Let God help you and guide you, and be strong. Stay motivated. Even try to get people in your family on board with you. It makes it even easier for you. But never, ever, ever lose who you are. Don't ever lose who you are. Remember where you came from, and remember where you're going. And don't ever go backwards. Don't ever go backwards. Always go forward. Always move forward. You have a cheat day, leave it behind you. Leave it behind you and get back on that keto train. Don't be so hard on yourself. You say, well, I did it once, I'm just going to do it more. Let that behind you. That's why it's called the past. Leave it in the past. We are working towards the future, and live for today. Don't make it so overwhelming for you. Live for today, because we're never promised a tomorrow. And tell me when a tomorrow comes, because what day? Okay? So live for today. Let the past go. Remember who you are, and continue to move forward, but take one day at a time. And you'll get there, I promise you will. You have any questions, send me an email. My email is linked in all my boxes. I'll be more than happy to help all of you. I have enjoyed doing this live with you guys. I love all of you guys very much, and I truly do. The love for my YouTubers that have come in and subscribed, newcomers, thank you for the new subscription, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for the old people that have been loyal and stuck with me. Thank you for that. And just, I can't thank you guys enough for that, and I want to help as many people as I can change America. And you guys out there that are at your goal weights, like my good friend Jennifer, I don't remember how to say her last name. She knows though. I know you're not at your goal yet, but you're almost there. You start helping people too. I need my sidekicks to help me get the word out and get everybody healthy, and tell them the true way to keto is not the calorie drop, it's the fat drop, and use your body. That's what it is. So I'll read a couple here real quick. God is so good. Yes, he is. Okay. Why don't other people know about this? I have never been able to lose weight on normal keto. I'm not sure why you haven't heard it. I'm not sure, because it's out there. You just got to search it. And there is stuff in there that will tell you that you got to use your body fat as your energy. You're still going to eat some fast, but keep it low. But it is out there. You just got to search. And like I said, I had to go to professionals to get this information. I didn't even know either. So, and I really wish my brother would have got in here. If you guys don't know my brother, it's Rob. He is a keto expert, and he is the one that taught me how to do it. He lost his weight in 5 months because he was working out. He lost 150 pounds. I lost 150 in 13 months. I still think that's amazing and great because I didn't work out. I couldn't. I had a back condition and I couldn't do it. But now I am working out and, slowly but surely getting even more energy and more health benefits. So, but you are very welcome. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that, and thank you, Sarah. Thank you all very much. I'm going to head out now. I will be back next week. Don't forget, you guys, next week, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. If there's some reason I can't be there, I will send you a little short clip in a YouTube video telling you I can't be there. But my goal is to shoot for 6 p.m. Central Standard Time next week. Remember that. I will put it in, usually in the morning of Thursday, I usually do load a mukbang, and I'll usually write it in the description for the day. I will write it in there, that I'll be in there. So look for that too. But right now, that is the goal. That is the plan. I will be in at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope to see all of you there. Get those questions going again. If you got more throughout the week, write them down and get them ready for me. I love you guys very much. Everybody take care. Let me real quick read the last one. Thank you, Stacy. You enjoy your evening too. All of you guys enjoy your evening, and God bless all of you. And everybody do it with me, everybody. Everybody remember to keep it keto.